Hi, everyone. I'm Yazad Dalal, Chief Growth Officer here at Joveo, and welcome to Recruiting Realities, where we bring you the latest developments and insights in recruitment. Today, we're speaking again with our own in-house labor market economist, David Garrett, about the U.S. jobs report for August 2024. Hello, David.
Hey, how's it going? Happy to be here again.
Happy to have you. And for our listeners, at Joveo, we publish interactive insights across all major occupations in the U.S. You can check that out on our website, joveo.com/interactive-insights. David, the most recent U.S. jobs report came out for August. The U.S. labor market gained an estimated 142,000 jobs in August. That's 28,000 more than July, but short of expectations. And the unemployment rate fell by 0.1% to 4.2%. We also saw that June and July payroll gains were revised down, which brings the 3-month average to 116,000, which I think is the lowest that we've seen since the pandemic. And then maybe lastly, we saw a bit of a slowdown in the healthcare sector, which increased by 44,000 last month. And it's the slowest growth since the beginning of 2022, which is a bit surprising considering that healthcare hiring had been such a stalwart compared to the slowdowns that we've been seeing in other industries. So I have lots of questions. Let's get started. First of all, David, what are some of your key takeaways from the latest report?
Starting with the decline in unemployment rate, it was primarily driven by a reversal of temporary layoffs, which was honestly a really good thing to see, as it was pretty spread evenly across industries. There was no one industry that was overwhelmingly making up that number. With that, it kind of indicates that labor demand is holding in there. After last month when we saw lots of widespread concern that had been falling faster than expected with revisions. And, given that the number of job openings also fell to 7.7 million from, I think, 7.9 in June based off of the latest JOLTS report. It's the lowest it's been since January of 2021. On the unemployment rate, that 4.2% rate, it does continue to trigger Sahms rule on recession. So
I remember we talked about that last month.
Yeah. And, feel free to I'm not going to go into it too much, but feel free to go watch the last episode if you want to learn more. But, it's the 3-month average of unemployment, the U3 unemployment in particular, is now higher than the average for the past year. So this normally would or perhaps should raise some eyebrows about recession risks, as it has been a very reliable indicator. But there is also a lot of contention about how seriously we need to take it as an indicator. Most of the increase in job loss impacting unemployment has been temporary, as I mentioned. And so, since we haven't seen this sort of steep increase that we would see in permanent job losses that we normally would if a recession was starting, it's, the fact that also we saw a decline in unemployment this month it's more of a good indicator that some of the increases we see could just be due to residual seasonality. A lot of people are claiming Hurricane Beryl, and it also is in line with what we saw last year. So more or less, the report continues to show that the economy is slowing down, but we're still headed towards that sort of soft landing that we've been discussing over the past few months.
Got it. Well, thank you, David. And thank you to our listeners. And don't forget to visit us at joveo.com, and we'll see you again soon.